Eala, the pride of Filipino tennis, has been handed a path that could put her face-to-face with Serena Williams in the very first round of this year's championships. Eala enters the tournament as the world number 30 and the 29th seed, and standing between her and that dream collision is Mexico's Renata Zarazua, ranked 76th in the world. Win that match, and Eala steps into a piece of tennis history, whether she fully realizes it in the moment or not. But Serena has her own hurdle to clear first. The 44-year-old American legend, who walked away from professional tennis back in 2022, would need to get past 20-year-old Australian Maya Joint to actually set up the meeting everyone is suddenly talking about. Both of these first-round matches are locked in for the exact same day, June 30th, which means tennis fans across two continents will be glued to two separate courts, both leading toward the same explosive possibility hanging in the air. Now here is what makes this whole situation even wilder. Serena did not even enter Wimbledon through the front door this year. She received a wild card, the kind of invitation reserved for legends whose names alone can move tickets, headlines, and entire broadcast schedules. Her actual return to tour-level competition happened just recently at the HSBC Championships, where she lined up in doubles alongside world number 9 Victoria Mboko. The pairing clicked almost immediately. Williams and Mboko took down Erin Routliffe and Nicole Mellicher-Martinez in a tight first-round battle, 7-6 and 6-2, giving longtime fans a jolt of nostalgia they did not expect to feel again so soon after her retirement. That comeback story, though, did not get the fairy tale continuation everyone was hoping for. Mboko suffered a knee injury, and the duo was forced to withdraw before their second-round match could even begin. It was a cruel twist for a partnership that looked so promising after just one outing together on tour. Still, Serena kept pushing forward. Remember, this is a woman who held the world number 1 ranking for an almost unbelievable 186 consecutive weeks, and 319 weeks total across her entire career, numbers that remind everyone exactly who they are dealing with every time she steps on a court. Looking to build match rhythm again after the Mboko setback, she teamed up with world number 11 Karolina Muchova at the Berlin Championships. That run also ended quickly, as Williams and Muchova fell to Routliffe, this time paired with Juliana Olmos, losing 4-6 and 4-6 on June 16th. So as Wimbledon approaches, Serena Williams arrives carrying some rust, plenty of heart, and a wild card that could send her straight into one of the most talked about first-round matches of the entire tournament, against a rising Filipino star who has been making her own waves all season long. And Eala's storyline does not stop with singles. There is a second plot brewing, one built on doubles chemistry and some unfinished business from earlier this season. Eala is reuniting with Czech partner Nikola Bartonkova, and together they will open their Wimbledon doubles campaign against a genuinely dangerous pairing, Latvian veteran Jelena Ostapenko and American Sofia Kenin. That clash is set for July 2nd in London, and it is loaded with subplots of its own. This is not the first time Eala and Bartonkova have shared a court together. They first paired up at the Birmingham Open, where they were eliminated by home favorites Harriet Dart and Maya Lumsden in a tense three-setter, 4-6, 6-2, 9-11. But just days later, fate pushed Eala and Bartonkova right back together, this time on opposite sides of the net, in the Birmingham singles final. Eala came out on top in a thriller, 5-7, 6-3, 7-5, proving she had the mental toughness to bounce back fast after a tough doubles loss. Now those two will stand shoulder to shoulder again, this time against opponents with serious doubles pedigree behind them. Ostapenko has captured 12 doubles titles across her career, while Kenin has claimed 4 of her own. On paper, the ranking gap tells a steep story too. Eala currently sits at 151 in doubles, and Bartonkova is way down at 1799, while Ostapenko holds the world number 10 spot and Kenin sits at number 37. A massive gulf in experience, at least on paper. But rankings rarely tell the whole truth in tennis, especially once history gets involved. Ostapenko and Kenin are no strangers to each other either, having just teamed up at the Eastbourne Open doubles less than a week before Wimbledon began. They reached the quarterfinals there before an injury to Kenin forced their withdrawal, meaning both teams are walking into this clash carrying recent chemistry, recent momentum, and a few recent scars of their own. There is also a fascinating personal subplot worth watching closely. Eala actually holds a 2-1 edge over Ostapenko in their singles head-to-head, giving her a small psychological advantage heading into this doubles showdown. The two have already crossed paths in doubles before as well, back at Indian Wells in March, when Eala partnered with Iva Jovic and fell to Ostapenko and Hailey Baptiste in straight sets, 2-6 and 2-6. So when these four players finally step onto the court on July 2nd, there will be far more than just rankings on the line. There will be redemption, rivalry, and a whole lot of unfinished business simmering beneath the surface. And if all of that was not quite enough tennis drama to fill one single summer, mark your calendars for late August as well. Eala is set to team up with Brazilian sensation João Fonseca for an exhibition showdown against Iva Jovic and Lerner Tien at the US Open on August 27th, offering fans an early glimpse at the next generation of stars sharing the very same spotlight. Think about everything that has to line up for this dream scenario to actually happen. 2 different first-round matches on 2 different courts on the exact same afternoon, both needing to break in Eala's favor for that historic showdown to materialize. It almost feels scripted, the kind of storyline a Hollywood writer would pitch and get rejected for being too neat. Except this one is completely real, sitting right there in black and white on the official Wimbledon draw sheet for the entire tennis world to see. From a possible career-defining clash against Serena Williams herself, to a gritty doubles rematch loaded with genuine history, Alex Eala's Wimbledon journey is shaping up to be one of the single most compelling storylines of this entire tournament. The question now is simple, and it is the one every Filipino tennis fan will be asking over the next several days. Can the Philippines' brightest tennis star turn these massive opportunities into the breakthrough moment her entire country has been waiting years for?